Hi everyone, Drini here, and welcome to my channel. So, in the investing space, regardless of whether it's crypto or other asset classes, sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. I had a very nice windfall by buying the dips during the summer of 2021. Unfortunately, those gains were a bit muted because Bitcoin and the rest of the crypto markets failed to hold support at around April of 2022. So when it comes to being down in the portfolio, I'm pretty much used to that. That's not an issue. However, if I had one regret over this entire period leading up to the bear market, nothing makes me want to slap myself silly like the decisions I made for Cryowar. So let's dive into the charts to show you what I mean. So what I have here is I had the chart of Cryowar on a daily time frame. And during April of 2022, one thing that we did see was we appeared to bottom out right here, and we have gone above key support structures, signaling a momentum shift in the market. From a Bitcoin perspective, this was what April looked like. So it appeared that if we just held the support from this particular structure right here, we appear to bounce back and really confirm that we are in a running flat correction before the subsequent move up. So one of the things that I did was, apart from my small Cryowar bag, I did load up at around this particular price point right here when we were holding support, or it appeared that we hold support, hoping that of course we will continue to bounce from here. From there, unfortunately, the price has fallen by around 91% since then. The problem I have with this particular price drawdown though is my dumbass, after buying this particular period right here with a small investment, it's a risk-adjusted investment, I decided to stake it here in the actual website. So I didn't actually pick the diamond because the diamond I think was around 6 months to a year of staking. Instead, I put it here into gold, locking my Cryowar investments until end of July. So you can already imagine the frustration of not being able to take control of my decisions because I locked it here in this stupid mechanism, hoping that the market will bounce back and I will be earning some Cryowar tokens along the way. So you can imagine I had an average price of around 29 cents. It has now fallen by around 91%. So let's say that I put in 1,000 right here for this particular average price. It is now worth $100. Very well done. So let this be a lesson to everyone watching here. During a particular bear market, or if the assets are very uncertain or high risk, even if you believe in that project, do not, and I repeat, do not lock them up. It is better to have lesser gains, but you have the ultimate financial freedom to be able to decide whether you want to back out of it, come in at a later date, than putting all of your money in, locking into a staking mechanism that you cannot withdraw whatsoever, because the downside risk is much higher than the upside potential that you may have, especially in this environment. The other thing is, anything that has a locked staking for any particular project, try to avoid that, because this particular method of locking your funds up is driven by monetary decisions rather than proper decentralization, rather than proper governance. When tokens are being locked, it means they want the number to go up. That is a red flag that you should avoid any particular locked mechanisms at the moment. So the next question you may have is, does Cryowar still have a chance here? What do the charts look like from a structural perspective? So what you can see here is very similar to other charts that we take a look at. We are undergoing through a 5-wave Elliott wave structure right here, where a relief rally, or maybe this is already the wave 4, it's a flat wave 4 before our eventual wave 5 destination. One thing to take note, of course, is if we draw a reverse Fibonacci, where this particular period right here is our bottom, this impulse wave is our 1, and the all-time high would be our 0 right here. Where we are at is we are currently sitting on the 1618 extension of around 2 cents or 2.5 cents. So once again, very similar to other charts of gaming cryptos that we take a look at, price is pretty much adhering to key Fibonacci structures. We stay within the bounds of Fibonacci. This one as well is between the 1.414 and the 1.618. The reason why the 1.618 tends to be a strong structure before the continuation is because the 1618 generally is where people take a lot of profits because of some macro trends or some macro targets before the subsequent move, either up or down. In this case, the crypto markets, while we are experiencing a relief rally at the moment for Bitcoin, where Bitcoin is now around $21,000, given the state of global markets, it appears that there is far likelihood that we will continue down. So if this particular 2.5 cent for Cryowar is broken, then do expect the 2 of around 0.007 is our next target before hopefully the markets start to recover from here. But having said that, given that it takes a long time for Cryowar to get to destinations, expect a really bleeding wave 5 very similar to this. So if we have a situation where we repeat this particular structure right here, if eventually we break and if we go all the way down repeating this particular wave 3 pattern, then we may go all the way to the 2.414 of around 0.001 cents. From here to here, that would be around close to a 100% drawdown. So having said that, what am I going to do once the tokens are unlocked? Well, I'm going to sell my Cryowar stake. So this one, once again, is chalk it up to just cutting my losses, because at this rate, given the macro environment, even though, so let's say I put in $1,000 right here, even though it is now worth $100, you still have to apply risk-reward adjustments. So given that the stable assets, the blue chip cryptocurrencies, for example, are much better placed during a bear market, then even though I may be missing out on some gains by holding, I'm just going to put it here with safer assets such as Bitcoin, such as Cardano, etc., while waiting for the Cryowar investments to recover. If Cryowar really does put out a very good game, we can always come in at a later point in time. We may have lesser gains, but at least we are adhering to our risk-reward principles accordingly. Yo, before you go, like this video, subscribe, and share this video to your friends. Thank you very much and have a good day.